Hi class, I'm going to talk about converting percentages. So there's two different ways we do it. First way is when you want to find out what the value of a percent is. So for question number 1, there are 18 different penguin species. The conservation group BirdLife International has estimated the population of 89% of them. So that means they have assessed 89% of the 18 different possibilities. So then it asks, how many species has BirdLife International assessed? So 18 different penguin species would equal 100%. And they have estimated 89% of them. So to find out how many species that equals, we need to find out what 89% of 18 is. So the first step is we take 89% and convert it into a decimal. We do this by dividing it by 100. So we go 89% is, whoops, I don't know how to do divided by sign, so I'm just going to write it. Divide by 100 equals 0.89. Now, we know this because a decimal, if we showed 89% as a decimal, it would look like 89 over 100. Now that just means 89 divided by 100. And if we were to do that on the calculator, you would get 0.89. All right, so now that we have our decimal, it's easier to calculate. So then we take our decimal, 0.89, and times it by our whole. So our whole is 18. And this will give us how many species we have. So if you punch that in the calculator, you get 16.02. Now, we're not going to deal with the decimal, so you can just remove the 0.02 and leave it as 16, because that's how many species we'd have. Okay, so if you're on your budget project, you have to calculate it a little bit differently. So for that one, what we want to do is you're taking your money, so if you have $3,500 or $3,500, this is our whole. And we need to find out what percentage of our whole do we allocate for each expense. So if we had $250 for gas, and this is for gas, what is the percentage of $3,500 that we're spending on gas? Okay, so our first step is to take the smaller number, so the amount we're spending, $250, and we divide it. So this is how you punch it in the calculator. The smaller number first, divided by 3,500. And in the calculator, it would give us 0.0714. Now what we're going to do is we want to round it to the nearest hundredths. So that would be this number right here is our hundredths, because remember, a percentage only is per 100. So we can only go to hundredths. We can't go to thousandths or so forth. So we see next to the 7 is a 1, so we can keep it as 0.07. So we're going to take that number, 0.07, and times it by 100. and that will give you your percent. So that would give us 7%. All right, that's it. Any questions, please let me know.